name is Michael Peters. I'm a professor of education at Waikato. Well, the title's a little bit long-winded, I should say, but it's called Anxieties of Knowing. So basically, what I'm looking at is how people feel when they are working towards a degree or writing a paper, and what are the anxieties that people experience. And I've focused on one group of those anxieties around the concept of writing, and the difficulties that people have with composition. Writing is part of their personality, it's part of their self-expression as an individual, and it goes to form their identity. These are investigations, a depth psychology. How do we come to understand these difficulties? Because they don't only afflict academics, they also afflict people who are training to be academics. And of course, students, they have terrible times writing. Some suffer great affliction. This is a form of self-torture. If you've ever experienced writer's block, if you have problems writing, if you want to know the way in which these are deep-seated psychological problems that are part of a wider collective dimension, psychologically speaking, I would say, and philosophically speaking, I think come to the lecture, and this will be an opportunity, I think, to begin to rethink the problems of writing, the problems of knowing, the anxieties associated with knowing. You will see by my own performance that there are therapies, there are ways of dealing with it, and I see my own public performance as a way of working through some of the anxieties that I have. So I think you'll find that to be to have a sort of comedy dimension to it. I'm going to have some fun there. I hope that I can poke some fun at the university. I have to be careful what I say here, but poke some fun at being an academic, and poke some fun at myself, but also to raise some pretty serious philosophical issues about the anxieties of knowing. It's academic, but I hope that it's going to appeal to philosophers, aspiring writers, to academics themselves, to the general public, because these are not only problems to do with writing, but they are problems to do with the whole question of self-expression. So I hope you'll come and join me in this experiment.